jamming over here.
You guys are ready. You guys are ready to get that dance on, huh?
Yes.
I felt that. Well, happy Friday to you all. It's almost the weekend, and you know that we here at The Real, we like to start off our weekends with some a little extra special.
Yep.
We all earned a celebration, don't you think, audience?
Yes.
Don't you think so?
We
worked
made it
hard
through
this
the
week. That's right. Today isn't Friday. It's Friday. Okay.
Yes.
Today's Friday drink is something we all know and love. It's a refreshing coconut mojito. It's a mix of mint, lime, soda, rum, and coconut water to give it the island vibes you didn't even know you needed. To learn how to shake one of these up for yourself, you should mojito. I got that again. Mojito.
No, mojigo.
Let's mojigo to thereal.com for the cocktail and mocktail recipes. Now, let's get into some Friday girl chat. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Mojigo.
Thank you.
Mojigo.
Okay, first up, according to a recent op-ed by Megan Wright in Science magazine, if you're a female scientist, you should be putting down your phone and getting back to your microscope. The op-ed titled Instagram Won't Solve Inequality suggests that female scientists taking, quote, pretty selfies and fun videos captioned with cute emojis takes time away from their research, which ends up hurting women's progress in the field of science. Yeah, girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just coughed a little bit.
Well, as you can expect, this didn't sit well with many scientists, including Samantha Yamin, who argues that selfies are a way to create a community and connect fellow scientists with each other. Samantha is also encouraging her peers to use the hashtag #ScientistsWhoSelfie to show support for one another.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay? This is interesting. So, ladies, do you think that women should really be forced to choose between selfies or science?
That's a silly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's silly. I mean, first of all, who says selfies are just for models and you know, people that's in the industry? That's, you know, I mean, it's a good way to encourage women to study different fields. So I think that it's a good thing, and I think that this is probably some tree monsters that's mad because they don't know how to take a selfie, you know, but I think it's a good thing because it's a good way to push out the whole, you know, professional curriculum of science and show that women can be beautiful and smart at the same time. I think it's great.
For me, you know, when you think of scientists, sometimes you have the stereotype of what scientists, you know, look like, or you think they're like these savants that live on another island because they're so smart. So it's kind of refreshing to see that they're just like us.
Yeah.
So if they want to take a selfie, they can take a selfie.
Let them take that
They earned
love
it.
that. Yeah. We're talking about selfies in science, but I don't think that this is a topic about selfies or science. I think this is about self-confidence. When you look at every arena in life, whether you're a mother or you're an entrepreneur or you're a scientist, there is nothing wrong with having a powerful self-confidence. When you take a selfie, that means you're saying, I like the way I look. I'm feeling myself right now. Maybe not every day, but right now I like me. And the people who like me do better in the world altogether. You know what
They
I'm
have
saying?
that confidence.
Right.
They're better to coexist with.
I hate the idea that they're like trying to say that by them taking a selfie, it's taking away time from them doing their research. If there's time to go to the bathroom, there's time to take a selfie, okay?
Sometimes the best lighting is in the bathroom.
You told us that.
I think the idea that because they're scientists, they should dedicate their entire lives to this and only this is not healthy, number one. And number two, I think that it's about self-love, just like you said. And again, you're actually spreading the word of what, you know, somebody may not go on Instagram and want to see a vial or like, what else do they use in chemistry? Yeah, like a set of like smoking bottles. But if they saw a woman taking a photo, the person might actually click on that and say, I wonder what this is. And that can actually lead someone to some great science information that they never would have known.
And it's important to see women that look like women and different types of women. And so that's what selfies do. You know?
And that a selfie doesn't always have to be glammed up.
No,
Like, it's amazing for a woman to take a selfie without any makeup or in her work garb. You know, I personally, I really like, I know this sounds crazy, but like I've been working a lot working out a lot at the gym lately. And I don't know why, but even just for me, taking pictures of myself in my transition or taking a selfie even when I'm sweaty and I'm, feeling a little discouraged, it just makes me feel good when I look through it and I see, like I was feeling myself that day. There's no reason why that Monday can't be that Friday for me when I'm feeling down.
I love
that. Yeah, it really is. Well, something that's not an exact science is marriage. And recently, a mother of two shocked listeners on an Australian radio show after she admitted that even though she's fallen out of love with her husband of 8 years, she still stays with him because she needs his financial support.
Ooh.
The woman admitted that she finds her husband so unattractive that she just can't even look at him in the bedroom anymore and uses every excuse under the sun not to have sex with him.
Oh, that's straight.
Now, while many listeners related to her situations, others told her she needed to get out of that marriage as soon as possible. So, ladies, what advice would you give this woman?
For starters, this sounds like prostitution. That you don't want to be with this person, you don't want to look at them, you don't want to lay down with them.
And you're not even giving them any.
Yeah, but because of money, you stay. Like, that is literally like that's a transaction. I stay, you give me money, I sleep with you,
But
you give
even
me
in
money.
prostitution, there's an exchange. She ain't giving nothing, so he's getting robbed.
Exactly. Even worse, exactly. That is not a marriage. That is not a marriage. And I think that a lot of people that do stuff like this, I get it that maybe initially you don't have a plan, you don't have the finances. Work towards that, though. Figure out a situation. You're a grown person, and unless you're physically unable to work or, this just sounds ridiculous, and it sounds really lazy and incredibly selfish.
It does. Selfish.
Because he could get out there and get him somebody that loves him, that wants to make love to him, that doesn't look at him repulsively. And I just don't get why you wouldn't want that for someone you care about.
What's crazy is that she has the audacity to say it out loud. So imagine how her husband feels. I mean, and she told the world about it. If I were him, I'd kick her out. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
she's showing that kind of love for herself.
Yes, I'd rather get out of a relationship and start all over to be happy.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Instead of stay in a relationship and be unhappy, because that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of negative energy that you're living with every single day.
Yeah.
And you're showing your true colors, Missy. You are one selfish human being.
Yeah. And she's showing that to her children.
And her children,
Her children have a front seat row to what she is showing them what a marriage is not.
Yes.
What a marriage is not supposed to be. You're not supposed to just stay with somebody because financially it works for you. And I get that there's a lot of people that are going to watch this and be like, well, you have money.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that. Is that what you're going to say? Oh, I was looking at your face. I was like, wait. My issue with that is everybody has an option and an opportunity to go out there and hustle and work hard. And maybe you may not live in the glamorous situation that you may be in right now, but at least you'll have your self-worth.
Self-worth and happiness.
Yeah.
I think in relationships, women go through things.
Yes.
And sometimes you need to get out of the situation. Sometimes you can't immediately get out of the situation.
True.
So
plan.
what I do is I do an escape plan. Whenever I've been in situations when I was younger and I'm like, ugh, I need to get out of here, I got to start an escape plan.
Yeah.
And if I had to give advice to this woman, because she does have 2 children, I understand you don't want to see your children suffer. So I can't really blame her for that sacrifice, but I would say to plan something. Maybe start taking classes so that you can get you a job that can help take care of you and your children.
Yes.
Start doing that. Start saving money on the side. Like, the money that he's giving you, if you could try, put some away or skim some off the top. You know what I mean? Really, because we're talking about real life here.
Yeah,
we're talking about, the fact that, first of all, you're still unhappy. And, you're doing things that you don't want to do. So you deserve happiness, too. I understand we make sacrifices for our children and things like that, but make an escape plan. So do whatever you can to, save you a little money, get you some training, try to get you a job, and then get the hell out of that situation.
Yeah. Because she deserves just happiness just as much as he deserves happiness.
Absolutely.
This comes down to a situation about financial security and the confidence within that. When I was talking to Susie Orman one time, who's so great with understanding finances, she says that women are more in a financial insecurity than men are, because men just naturally, usually back then, used to be the breadwinners and they understand money more. And then women, when they get married, they usually don't make it their business to learn money. So this is actually a more common issue than you would think. I know two people, one in my family and one very close to my family, that were in these scenarios where they were like, I can't ever leave him. Like, I'm not making money. I don't even know where to start. And so what you're saying is very, very true. And for anybody who is currently married today, it's never too late to understand your worth and how you can make money independently.
Yeah, independently.
Even if you're a working mom, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, there's a way to understand where you want to make your own residual, where you want to have something, because there's nothing like that fear, that glass ceiling that you place over yourself when you don't teach yourself something. Like
sometimes you need to ask for help. If you have family members that can maybe help you out and help you with your escape plan, you know, go to your mama, go to your cousin, you know, like
maybe you have to stay with somebody for a little while you get that money together. But I want to hear what you had to say, Tam.
No, actually, my mom, when my sister and I were, you know, like in our teens, we understood the importance of like relationships and marriage. She told me at a very young age, I want you to never, ever, ever feel like you're stuck in a marriage because of finances. I want you to start young with investing your money and saving your money so that you can never, ever, ever be in that situation. So now I have my own individual money. So this is actually very, very good information.
We're speaking to somebody out there.
We are.
And I think that even if you're in that situation, for the next generation as a mom, for your children to see, start teaching them. Maybe while you're learning, teach them as well.
Absolutely.
Even if it's later in life and you're just learning your little bits and pieces.
Never
say, here,
too late.
come here, and I want to, it's never too late. Absolutely.
I just want to say I mean, I know we're kind of lighthearted on things, but we understand that you're sacrificing for those kids, and that's good, but we just want to make sure that you have some type of plan because you deserve happiness too.
Absolutely. Well, from marriage advice to parenting advice, one stay-at-home mom recently took to Mumsnet to ask fellow parents if it's okay to use her 3-year-old daughter's clothes to dress her 4-month-old son.
Jumpman.
The mom, who identified herself as embarrassed123, said she didn't expect to have another baby so soon and that their family's finances are really tight. She also made clear that she's not going to put him in dresses, just some flowery tops and pants. So, ladies, do you think she's overthinking this, or is this something that other momsters might judge her for?
There's definitely going to be momsters that are going to judge her. But, girl, this is first world problems. If that child is cold and he needs a jacket and it's pink, put the pink jacket on the kid. This is ridiculous. I don't care if it has flowers, if it has rainbow bright on it. This is first world problems. Like, what does it matter? If the kid needs to be clothed, clothe your child, obviously. If you can try to find some solids that maybe don't look so girly, go for that too if you have the option. But ultimately, if it's a real financial issue and you don't have an option to put other clothes on your kid, don't feel bad about what you got to do to get by, girl.
That is true.
Like,
take care of your kid.
There's two issues here. Are we having a problem fashionably with the sex of, you know, gender-based clothing? Like, I personally think men who wear pink are real men, okay? Men who can carry off some florals are sexy. So let's not, you know, block our boys into thinking like, oh, those are just for girls. Please don't do that, because we're so beyond that now. But then the other part is practicality. I came from a family, my mom and dad worked really hard, but they didn't have enough to clothe all 3 kids. So my clothing absolutely went down to my little brother, and then some, and went down from there. And that's my little brother wearing my jacket.
Are you guys at Disneyland?
Yes!
That looks like Disneyland.
But you know what? He was warm.
Yes, he was warm, and he was
all
loved.
that matters.
And when kids don't see fashion, they feel love. And when you make a kid feel loved, he is the best dressed person in the world.
Dressed head to toe in love.
Well, and if you are a mom that, you know, might feel embarrassed or might get annoyed if you have a, you know, child and a person comes up to you and always says, oh my gosh, your daughter's so cute, you know, because he's wearing girl clothes. There are actually really cool websites. There's a site called Swap Moms, where you can actually buy things from different moms, or you can just swap the clothes. So if you want to swap some of your your girl clothes for boy clothes, it works
What's
out.
What's the website again?
Swap Mamas.
Swap Mom. That is super
cool. Mama.
Yeah.
And you can do it for free.
That's
Just-
smart.
For free.
Just be careful of the clothing. Like I like that she's not doing the flower
dresses.
because when the baby gets older, they see pictures and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like just be careful, and you can also get used clothing at the Goodwill. They're really economical
that's true,
and
too.
they're good clothing. So.
Or stick to solids, too.
Yeah. Or do a
nothing wrong
baby
with that.
shower. I would do a baby shower. You know what I mean? Ask your friends.
Like
Ask
a baby
your friends.
shower when the kid's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Bonnie?
Yeah. Yeah. If you can, you know.
I hear that.
You know, I would do
Take
that.
up an offering, you know what I'm saying?
He's 4 months. He's 4 months, so
He's
she can
4 months,
still
yeah.
technically have a baby
And also,
shower.
you can say if you can, buy clothes for 0 to like 4 years. Sometimes I know my mom
Wait,
doesn't
you know
just
what?
buy like infant clothes. She buys like 2 years
Yeah.
old,
Yeah.
4 years old, 6 years old. Thanks, Mom.
Maybe
That
even
makes
a
me
word
mad,
to the
though.
wise, though. Like, if you are having a child, maybe buy unisex stuff so that in the future you
Yep.
can reuse that clothes
That's
for
what
your
I
next
said.
child.
Thanks,